Please don't cuss me out. Please don't cuss me out. I know what y'all gonna say. What up, everybody? It's your boy Alex P, King of Sin City, Mr. 702, the GOAT, the CEO, and the voice of Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is King of Vegas Podcast Season 2, Episode number 4. Now, I know what you gonna say, baby. I know what the fuck you're gonna say. Where the fuck have you been? Now, I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all not really saying that because not too many people watch. But shout out to everybody who do watch. Shout out to Najee Brown, baby. I know that you watching. I know a couple other people are watching, my regulars. So shout out to you. But I know what you're thinking, bitch. Where the fuck have you been? Now, let me tell y'all something. I was kind of going through it. Bitch. I didn't even got my drink ready. I gotta make my drink, bitch. Let's make this shit. Let me fucking tell y'all. I have been going through it, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we've all been going through it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like always my excuse. Like, oh my God, Alex, you're always going through it. Crystal Light, darling. You know what I'm saying? I am. I'm always going through it. I'm always going through something that, that I could control. You know what I mean? I'm always getting myself into so much trouble. Like, and I can't even deal with it at this point. But you know what? There's no excuses. I have to keep it going. I'm 28 years young still, but next month I'll be a fresh 29. And, I'm just thinking, like, it's time to really, before I lick that, it's time to really just, like, grow up. You know what I mean? I think a couple of you guys know what I mean. You guys, I've been chasing this fucking dream. I've been chasing this dream of mine for, like, since I was 15. I'll be 29, like I said, next month. And let me tell y'all something. I know what you're thinking, bitch. Why the fuck is you putting sugar in the Crystal Light? Let me show you why. Because it's going to taste better. The Crystal Light don't be tasting too good. It's really for the whites. But, if you put a little sugar in, the brown and blacks could drink it too. But anyways, I'm trying to talk because I'm, like, kind of upset, kind of nervous. Kind of trying not to get emotional. But, it is what it is. I just feel like, pretty much, long story short, you guys, instead of me trying to make this a fake woke moment, it's just my whole entire 20s I've been trying to make it. That's been my main focus. And I just decided for 29, I need to make some memories for myself. I have no memories for myself within my 20s. Like I said, the entire 20s was just team try to make it. And, clearly here we are. We're still in my beautiful home, darling, not making it at all. But it's okay because, I feel like I've come so far. Starting my radio show in my bedroom in like these little motel rooms, to getting onto iHeartRadio, to like getting to just a platform where people really give a fuck about me and want to know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, everything I've went through has not been for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I've been able to create my own little machine for myself. And I just kind of, what you gotta do sometimes? You gotta sit back and smell the roses that you grew. That's really what it is. And we all want this big, nice, fancy garden, but sometimes it takes a long time to maintain a garden. It's not just about planting seeds in the dirt and watching it grow. I mean, you gotta water, you gotta have the right soil for certain seeds. You gotta have the right sunlight hitting the floor. I mean, it's so much into growing an empire for yourself. But I had to sit back and be like, bitch, my little cherries are cute. My little cherry bush is cute. These roses are cute. These sunflowers are adorable. You know what I mean? And I know that I want so much more. But you gotta sometimes sit back and be thankful for what you have, darling. So cheers to that. Boom. And to an incredible new show we have. I need more of this. Ugh. Okay, y'all, so let's just talk about everything that, like, kind of has been going on, that, the important shit. Since I've been gone, let's talk about this motherfucking presidential debate that you guys failed for us. Now, my people, the Latinos and the Hispanics, bring your bitches asses over the fucks here, okay? Bring your bitches asses the fucks over here. ASAP, okay? What the fuck is going on with you guys? Like, I'm so fucking disappointed in my people, the Hispanic Latino people. And I know that y'all be trying to exclude me because, baby, you don't speak Spanish. You ain't part of us. Bitch, you ain't shit. Let me tell you something. The fact that you keep, the majority of my people, the fact that you keep trying to please this fucking white person that you really want validation and acceptance from, that you have to prove that you're American enough from, you're not like your ancestors, you're not like those other people, you're just like them, baby. You're just like them. That's why you have that self-hate. You know what I mean? That's why you're trying to prove so fucking bad to the next white man or the next white woman that I'm not like everybody else. I agree with you. It don't matter how much you agree with them, baby. They want you gone too. They want you gone too. So why the fuck are you over here trying to kiss white disgusting ass? Bitch, that shit looks like uncooked chicken in doggy style. And I'm not disrespecting all the white folks. Just the white man. And you know what the fuck I mean by that. You know what the fuck I mean by that. So let's not try to have no fake woke moments in my motherfucking comments, bitch. You will get deleted. Anyways, I'm so disappointed in my people. Like, it's just like, it's this consistent battle of validation for the majority of my folks. Especially and you know what? I want to make it clear that I'm not talking about the Hispanic and Latinos that came from. I'm talking about the Hispanic Latino Americans. The ones that really, really feel like that they're white enough. They could sit next to the white man, the Caucasian man. As long as I don't speak Spanish, as long as I don't talk about my culture, as long as I down talk it all, then they'll accept me and I can be just like them and I can show them that I'm just like you. Baby, you don't gotta do all that to let them know that you just fucking like them. You ain't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do none of that. You don't have to do any of that. But for some reason you do. And it's interesting because I really I feel like we're in a time and era where, damn, do we really need to get into that? I feel like we got to save that for another episode. I'm going to come back to this. But for my people, I just want to just sum it up real quick. You'll never be enough for them. You'll never be enough for them. And for you to use your power, your vote, your little voice to make their voice louder, it's disgusting. It truly is disgusting. You know, I mean, to want to still be a Caucasian in 2025 is insane. Is insane. Just going by the history, the real exploited history of what their people have done to every culture, not just Hispanic Latinos, not just Black culture, not just any other culture, but what they do to cultures, period, is interesting. It's interesting, and that's why it's so interesting for me, for like, why the fuck would you give that fucking Mr. Naranja the fucking vote? Why would you do that, darling? It's self-hate. It's wannabe acceptance. It's disgusting. Now, darling, I love this necklace. Like, I've had it for a long time. I think I've worn on past episodes. It's the little he, him. He, him. Ha ha, not me making another program. Hem. Ha ha ha. He, him. It's so cute. I have a little banana one. I have a little hot dog one. I think those mean like uncut dick. I think that's why I got them. Ha ha ha. Team uncut. Yeah, I love it. It's just so cute. It's a vibe. You know, I really, really want to get into this TikTok ban, this fake ass TikTok ban that we knew was just like something that Donald Trump was doing to make himself look good, to make himself look heroic, to make himself look like he was saving something or doing something for the world. But like, I don't know. I feel like I was the only one that knew that it was just like so unserious. Like from the start, I knew like, okay, from the moment that they were talking about this, I believe it was last April or maybe even sooner. You know, I mean, further away, I mean. I just knew, like, this is bullshit. This is something that Donald Trump's going to use to try to make himself look great, to make himself look like, you know, heroic. And for the most part, the younger audience that isn't wannabe white privileged doesn't have his vote. And he needed to, for some way, get, because it's all, the youth is tomorrow. It's all about getting the youth on your side. That's really what anything is about, any game is about. And he really didn't have the youth on his side. You know, it was, you know, Miss Harris definitely had the mass votes for people, I want to say maybe like between 18 and 25. You know, for the most part, you know, like I said, the people that don't want to keep the privilege that they think that they are entitled to. Usually, those are the people that usually voted for Donald Trump, like between 18 and 25. But for the most part, people see his bullshit. The majority of these new kids are not playing the discrimination game. Like, for the most part, that's one thing I gotta say about the Gen Z. I know that we're in a new generation now, as of 2025. But for Gen Z, the adults of Gen Z, they can see things very clearly. Like, you can't very much bullshit them, and I very much appreciate that about them. This generation is very much the generation that is responsible for obviously there we have a long way to go, but just like putting a halt on why, just the normalization is what I should say. They put a halt on the normalization of discriminating people because of race or ethnicity, or because of religion, or because of personal belief. But also too, maybe you got, Gen Z is also too, like, you got to believe in what I believe in, or you're done. So that's another thing that Gen Z, Gen Z got to deal with, which, I mean, for the most part, everybody wants like, even myself included, like, we want our opinion to feel like a fact. So we want everyone else to apologize for their opinion so that way our opinions can feel like a fact. But you know what I mean? For the most part, like I said, they're on the right track. They got the right headspace, and even the white Gen Z, like, they're like, man, this ain't it. We don't want to be like our ancestors. And I think that's it's awesome that they want to make a change and have made so much of a change in just one short little generation in a span of time. You know what I mean? But this presidential debate, this TikTok ban, I knew that this TikTok ban, I knew it was fake as shit. I just knew it was fake as shit. And it's interesting to me how, like, much of a heart attack everybody was having over TikTok closing. Like, bitch, this y'all Google? This y'all Google, bitch? This y'all ask.com? You know what I mean? But, like, TikTok really is more than just a social media app. It really has, like, taught us a lot of things, like cooking, everyday things. You know what I mean? It does also, the only thing that I can say is I'm excited for the TikTok ban, because that means that you have to be a real musician again. It's not just about making a cute little sound that can go viral online. We still have Instagram, we still have Threads, we still have X, Twitter, but for the most part, TikTok was a very huge part in pushing the independent artist. And like I said, it kind of got out of hand and became about just validating and creating music for that platform. So I'm really, really excited for this new era in music. If they do continue to ban TikTok, which I really don't think they are, but if they do, because I did bring it back, it was banned for less than 24 hours. I feel like musicians are going to have to be musicians again. You have to actually be talented again. You have to actually have something that we want to click on and look at. And I'm kind of excited for that aspect to return, which makes me want TikTok to not come back. But even if it does, I think it's beautiful, because it's really pushed a lot of independent artists that we would have ignored. I want to briefly talk about this Luigi man, the CEO killer. First off, I want to talk to my community. When I talk to my community, we ain't talking about the Hispanic, like I said, the Hispanic Latino community. Y'all didn't see I put a little bit of gin in here. I'm talking about the LGBTQ community. Baby, the gays and days. Come fucking over here, baby. Bring your ass over here, baby. Come here, closer. Bitch. What? I can't stand y'all. We can never be serious about anything, ever. You know what I mean? But no one ever took us serious, so we have the right to do so. Let me adjust. Okay. So, this Luigi man. Obviously, if you don't know, then you don't know. You need to go do your research. I'm not really going to get too much into it. But I just want to say, I think it's so funny how, like, if you're cute, like, the cute privilege, the handsome privilege, the hot privilege, the beautiful, the sexy privilege, it truly is, like, so amazing. Because, like, it does not matter what you do. If you're fine enough, people really don't give a fuck. And, I understand his reasoning for doing what he did, And if that is the case, America's fucked us over for so long, and we've just been fucked over as a society. When we fuck them back, it's something. That's what I'll say. But I just want to, I think it's so funny how everybody's truly crushing over this man. Like, to the point where they're making memes of him, shirtless or, naked at the Eiffel Tower or, things like that. And a lot of his pictures are, getting leaked. And he doesn't give me, selfie man type of vibes. I feel like he don't take pictures. But clearly, every picture that I see him with, he's with a whole bunch of other people. So clearly his friends are a bunch of selfie takers. And I put a little sugar in that and made it taste so much better. So I think it's just interesting how everyone is kind of crushing over Luigi, and how a white man with abs could definitely get my community to side for them, and it's interesting. But you know what I mean? Like I really don't get the vibe because I'm not really into men that are not my color or darker. You know what I mean? That's my vibe. I like my color or darker, brown or black men. And if you're lighter than me, I'm not really interested. Like, and it's just my preference. You know what I mean? Yeah, unapologetically not sorry. Ha ha ha. But you know what? I think it's just funny, like how this man is just like kind of going around, like getting insanely viral. But you know what I mean? It's just because he's very handsome, and that's just like, I don't know. It's a whole. I feel like pretty privilege is the top privilege you can have, because yeah, I mean, depending on race, or anything, if you're beautiful enough, like people want you around and they want to give you what you want. And I don't know, that's just a privilege that I've never had. You know what I mean? I'm just like an average Joe. And I don't know. I always just kind of wanted to know if people really, I don't know, because it seems like pretty people have so much power. You know what I mean? And I kind of always wanted to know, like, is it a power? Like, do people really give you this respect? Or are we just trying to fuck on you until we get what we want? You know what I mean? I've always wondered that. But this Luigi, man, I think it's so funny how everybody's just kind of crushing on him and wanting to fuck him. And they're like, free Luigi. I'm like, this man killed somebody. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think it's funny. It definitely is very funny. Let me tell y'all something. I usually go get the little country time lemonade, but I ran out. And this Crystal Light ain't it. Like, I'm trying to do some healthy shit 2025, and this shit ain't it. I need to put a little sugar in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha ha. I've always had a little sugar in my tank. Ha ha, a little extra sugar. Ha 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 ha. But yeah. It's hilarious. Even the girls, too. The girls are like, man, he innocent. He was with me. Ha 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 ha. So funny. I don't know about you guys, but 2025 has been treating me really, really good so far. Like, I lost my ID. Let me tell y'all something. Why the fuck did I lose my ID New Year's fucking Eve? I lost my ID New Year's Eve. Bitch, I couldn't do nothing for New Year's. But I'm also thinking, like, maybe I wasn't supposed to. Maybe I was supposed to start this year doing something different. You know what I mean? Like, my energy feels a lot more positive this year. Even though, like, 2020, the end of 2024, like, I want to say like July 2024 till December 31st, 2024, I was just like behind the scenes. I've been hustling, getting ready to give you guys this EP that I've been working on for a couple years. You know what I mean? And I've learned my lesson. I'm not just going to drop music and then see what happens. I'm like just not on that type of energy no more. I really need a marketing plan. You know, I need to push my music. I'm not creating all this incredible sound, these incredible noises and sounds for nobody to hear it. Like, I just don't want to be on that shit anymore. And I'm really, really thankful because, you know, I've been doing little test runs with my music through these freestyles, just seeing, okay, who actually cares, you know? And just to kind of see, like, for artists, what I would do, like, just to kind of test your sound and to see what people want, I've been dropping these freestyles. You know, everybody knows I started off doing Freestyle Friday, and I kind of wanted to bring that back. And I wanted to see who actually gave a fuck by putting all of my music, all of these freestyles specifically on YouTube. That way I could see, like, okay, this is how many people are actually going to click and are desperate, and I mean it in a good way, like desperate for the music, really want to hear the music. So, and it's been a good little number, a good little amount. A couple hundred people want to hear the music. But you got to think of it like this: if it's like 100 people listening, and I know we want 1,000, if it's 100 people listening to my music consistently on YouTube. Imagine if they go on the Apple Music, they're going to spread around those 100 people to Apple Music, to Spotify, to Amazon Music, and they're going to get me paid, baby. They're going to stream consistently on whatever platform they're on, you know? So I'm really, really thankful that you guys really fucked with the freestyles. I really needed to just get some shit off my chest, so I decided to do it in an artistic way. I do got a couple more freestyles for you before the official music comes. And a lot of you guys are asking me, when am I going to put Time Traveler and Make Up Your Mind back on all streaming platforms? Soon. It should be up on Apple Music still, but I will be putting it up soon. I really just want to get the EP ready and just give you it all. That's really what my plan is. I also have a couple other, you know, moves that I've just been kind of pushing back, and I'm really thankful for all the people that I've been working with that get it, that understand what I'm trying to do. And plus, baby, I already paid them, so they're gonna do what the fuck I tell them to do. Ha ha ha. To go ahead and market and promote this EP. Like I said, I'm really, really excited. It's gonna be a huge slap in the face to everybody that's been watching and acting like they don't. I'm really, really excited for you guys to hear the music and I shot the art cover. We have the art cover ready. I have the title ready. Everything is ready. I'm just getting the right time. It's all about timing. The music business is all about timing and money, and marketing. That's the thing. Timing, money, and marketing. That's the three things you need to make it in this business. And just being on all these platforms like iHeartRadio and different platforms that I've been able to network and meet incredible people that I didn't know that were going to be a huge part of, releasing the rollout, So I'm really excited for you guys to get it. It's gonna be coming this year for sure, just at the right time. And I know that you guys are gonna probably feel like it's never gonna come. Like, what the fuck is he doing? He's being too quiet. The quieter and quieter things get, the closer and closer we're getting. Trust me, okay? I don't know, 2025, I feel good. I don't feel like I need my friends and family to support me. I don't feel like I need anything. I have all these people around the world that care about me. You know what I mean? And I just want to cater to them and entertain them. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm really, really excited. Thank you guys so much to everybody who's here. I'll see you guys next week for sure. Next week. We are going to be back consistently with more episodes. King of Vegas podcast season 2. We're gonna keep doing this. You know what I mean? So I'm really, really happy, really excited. I might go back to the couch. I kind of like it here. But shout out to everybody tuned in today. Follow us on all social media platforms. We're back on TikTok. King Vegas Radio. Follow us. X, Instagram, Twitter. I don't have threads, but I will get. You can follow me on my personal threads at Mr. Kingston City. That's all social media platforms, and follow me on YouTube at AlexP, ALEXXXP3, and all the music will be back up soon. You guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys, and you guys stay royal.